Hello, my name is Tom Buttke. We have another episode of Heroes from Home. Today we are interviewing Nate Bennington. Welcome, Nate, and thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about your family, Nate. First of all, you and your family.
Well, I've been married for 21 years to my wife, Raquel. She's currently a nurse at the Marshfield Hospital. And then I have 3 children. The names we got stuck in the B's of the alphabet. We have Blake, he's 19, he'll be going to UW Marshfield this year. And then I have Brock, who just turned 18, who will be attending UW Eau Claire. And then my daughter, Blair, she'll be turning 15 here in November, and she'll be a freshman at Marshfield Senior High.
Maybe you want to give a shout out. I know Brock was quite the baseball player with the Columbus High School, and the Legion baseball team went to state.
Yep. Yeah. No, he had a good year. He, both Columbus and Post 54 went to state this year. So, he was. He did great hitting this year and sitting out in the field. So, I couldn't have been more proud of their achievements. I mean, him and a lot of those, like the Columbus kids, have been working for years. Like doing extra stuff during the summer to kind of prepare for, and it finally, paid off this year.
And I know Dad works with the kids quite a bit, so you do a good job with it. How old are you, Nate?
46.
46, and what branch of the service were you in?
So I'm currently still in the Army National Guard. This December it'll be 28 years in the Guard. I signed up when I was just right before I was 19. Something I always kind of wanted to do, so I walked in the armory and said I wanted to sign up. So I came enlisted, went to basic training at AIT at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Determined I needed more from it, so I took my officer commission and been doing it ever since.
So what is your rank?
So currently I'm a lieutenant colonel.
And how many people that's local then?
Yeah, so I have a battery in Marshfield, Stevens Point, Oconomowoc, and then I have a detachment in Berlin, Wisconsin, and then the headquarters is in Wisconsin Rapids. So there's just over 500 soldiers under my command.
So you were in different countries as well, serving. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we deployed in 2005, 2006 to Kuwait. There we did base security. It was the major port to bring in ammunition for both the Iraq and Afghanistan campaign. And then in 2009 to 2010, we were in Iraq. We were doing a detention facility right outside of Baghdad.
I remember when you came back and they had a gathering at the high school when you guys came back, and I remember going to it, and I consider myself somewhat of a tough guy, but I had tears in my eyes when you guys all came back, and it's just amazing. People don't know what service people all do, so that was great. What are your fondest memories of being in the service? Or not just memories, current things.
Yeah, no. Like the best memories for me were when I was taking command. So I had 3 different commands. I was Bravo Battery Commander to go over to the Kuwait deployment. Then I was Alpha Batteries Commander going to Iraq. And now my long-term goal is always to be the 120th Battalion Commander. And so, that's those are some of my fondest memories. And then, my biggest fondest memory is like coming back from these deployments and having your kids run up to you. Right.
That's what put tears in my eyes when I see loved ones there. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but how long do you think you're going to be in? Any idea there yet? Is that wide open yet?
No, it's still wide open. Yeah. I always kind of said if I still enjoy it, I'm going to keep going. So, we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah. Why did you join? You touched on that a little bit, but what drove you to to join?
So my father and grandfather were both in the military, and I was kind of enamored with it as a kid. So, I was always playing Army or G.I. Joe, and then Desert Storm came, and I kind of got, more intrigued by it. And then, so I tried to sign up when I was 17. My mom wouldn't sign for me. So, I kind of like held off for like a year, and then I turned 18, and I just felt the urge again. I went in and signed up. Just walked in the Marshall Armory and said,
we're glad you did. We need good people. I always say people should be thanking vets every day. We do it on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, some of that, but I always urge people to do it all the time because, there's all kinds of experiences, dangerous experiences like you were in and others, and they deserve to be recognized all the time. So I'm going to give you a chance, Nate, to talk about why people should join your unit or the service in general.
Well, a couple things. So first thing, it really helps you in life, right? It teaches you discipline and teamwork and dedication. It's greatly helped me in my civilian jobs, like building teams and being able to handle, different personalities because you kind of experience everything in the military. Two was really the benefits. Like, when I retire, I'm gonna get a pension and health insurance, and then right now I'm under the military health care, which is a phenomenal rate for me and my family. So you can't beat it.
And it's well deserved. People may think that, boy, some of these people are in it for that. That's just an add-on,
Right.
and it really, you earn everything. You get every vet does. So, any more? Go ahead.
Yeah, and then the last thing is the lifelong friendships, camaraderie
sure.
that you develop. Like, if I wanted, I'd have 100 guys at my house tomorrow to help me. So there's some lifelong bonds that we've created that you don't really get anywhere else. You kind of develop them when things are rough and stuff. You forge some relationships. And
I know you guys volunteer quite a bit too. I know when we did the military mural project along the Parkway,
Yep.
and I was working with Nate and a lot of your guys taking bricks and chipping the mortar off the bricks, and it looks very nice
it does.
there now. But there's a lot more to. Veterans volunteer for a lot of different things, and I know your group probably does a lot more of that than what I know about too. So
yeah, we try to get involved in the community and give back as much as we can. There's a lot of support for us, and so we try to replicate that back.
I do remember too, Nate did not say that he was a football player at Columbus High School, and I remember listening and watching that as well. An end, I believe?
Tight end. And
Tight end, I
linebacker.
thought so,
Yep.
yeah. Well, he's big enough, to do that. What else you want to tell us about the military or anything, Nate?
No, it's kind of a chance to get away from things. I got my civilian career, but I tried to join a branch that was totally different to kind of give you a break from doing your everyday thing. So that's why I kind of picked field artillery. So, gives you that chance to go release some stress, blow some stuff up. So,
and then you you have to go to some sort of training every once in a while as well. You go
Yep.
to different camps or whatever. You want to talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit?
yeah, so for before you deploy, you'll go to a camp. So, so for the first deployment, we went down to Camp Shelby, Mississippi. And then for the next deployment, we went to Camp McGregor. It's right outside of, it's in New Mexico, right outside of Texas. But for our normal training during the year, predominantly it's Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. We've gone 3 times to Camp Ripley, Minnesota. And then the last couple of years, I've been sending my soldiers to Camp Grantley, Michigan in January. We're trying to get used to the cold weather training, and there they allow you to actually incorporate air assets with the field artillery. So we're shooting a lot of rounds, and then planes are coming in and dropping bombs. So it's great for our soldiers, especially like our forward observers who have joint fire capabilities where they can call in air and artillery. So it's a great training event. There's not a lot of restrictions that inhibit the training.
Did you mention about basic training? How was that when I would imagine you were always in pretty good shape, but I'm sure you had some people that struggled a little bit.
Well, you kind of got over that the first couple of weeks. You were getting plenty of exercise every day. So yeah, I went down to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basic training, my advanced individual training, and then my officer basic course.
Was it a little warm?
It was a little warm. I was there in the summer. But I played for Walt Kroll, so I was used to the people being tough on you.
Walt Kroll, they're doing the 150 anniversary, and Walt Kroll was on that, and
I saw that.
It was really amazing. Now, I went to the public high school, but there was not many better than Walt Kroll.
No.
He taught you a lot. Probably taught you some military, not that type of thing necessarily, but discipline.
He taught you discipline and accountability and teamwork.
Absolutely. Floor's open to you, sir. Any other experiences that, or if you want to try to get more into the military, tout the military a little bit, no matter what branch it is, Nate. We need it. It's volunteer now. What do you have to say about that?
No, I mean, it's only the 1% of the population doing it, and I urge people to, kind of give back to your country. There's a lot of freedoms, that we all take for granted, and this is our opportunity to protect it. So, I only got a couple more years left that I really see, so we kind of need the new generation to step up and to be the next driving force.
How's the enrollment, or are people signing up now? Was it easier years ago to get people signing up for, like in your case, the Guard, or what's that like now?
It seems to go in waves.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, like, recruiting this year for all branches is down. Mm-hmm. So not sure the overall reasoning. Some of it, the civilian pay sector kind of went up with the whole inflation thing. So is that part of it? I'm not 100% sure, until they come out with their numbers and the rationale of why.
I'm on the county board for Wood County, and I talked to the veteran administrator with the county, and we're going to get him up here in a month or two. And there's a lot of benefits. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like, it's real great, but where I'm going with this, it's benefits that a lot of vets don't know they can get. Even if a vet passes away, there's things for the spouse and things like that. So I talked to him last night, and he's very willing to do that. And I just want it out there because, even, for example, the cemetery, for example, I did not know this, but if you have a vet, say Civil War or any, and the stone is, gravestone is bad, the county will give them a new one to put up. And a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't want to talk about the wars. Now, did you have, when you came back from some of these conflicts, how were your guys? I know certain people don't want to talk about the war and stuff like that, but what were your guys like when you came? But glad to be back and glad to be safe, I'm sure. But
yeah, I mean, it's kind of, there is kind of somewhat of a struggle. You left your family, right? Mm-hmm. You developed kind of a new family, and then you're kind of away from them, and you're back with your other family, and it's kind of like it is a weird situation, I don't know how to explain it,
It's hard. And again, I'm just asking these questions for people to understand the commitment that you people do.
Yeah.
And you're happy to do it, but there's some tugging at emotions there.
There is. There is a, I'd say for me personally, probably like a 5-month readjustment period to kind of like get back and get in the swing of things.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's not easy. Anything else you want to say, Nate? Floor is open to you.
No, I appreciate you doing this, and and bringing awareness to the military, and and I hope it encourages other people to join. I know, going back to some of the recruiting things, it has been a struggle. Like, recruiters can't get into the high schools as much as they used to be, due to COVID restrictions and stuff like that. So, this is probably a good avenue to kind of get some of the benefits out there, and maybe that's something to do too, is bring a recruiter on. You can talk about some of the current benefits. We can do that too.
And if you can find me one, I'm glad to get
yeah,
a recruiter on here.
Yeah, I will get you one.
And that's what this is all about too, is just to let people know, all about the military. Like I said, I'm not a military guy. My dad was, and there was people at the cemetery that weren't being recognized that they were vets. And I'm not blaming anybody, because records years ago weren't really decent. But that's why I and some of my sisters and some friends did the military wall at the community center. And we've got only over 2,600 deceased vets on there. And that's from anybody that was buried at Hillside, Brooklawn Memorial, or McMillan Memorial. And that's what it's just all about. It gives you a good feeling to know. And I have coffee. Our first interview person we had was Laverne Neve, 96 years old, career military guy, and and it's just amazing to hear the stories, what you guys go through. And I'm sure you got a lot of other ones, that are out there too. And I don't want to make it sound to go against people joining, because it's an honor, is it not, to be in the military?
No, it does give you a great sense of pride. You're giving back to your country, and so.
So, unless you have anything else, I thank you for serving.
No, I appreciate it.
And stay tuned. Next time we'll have another vet coming up. This will be broadcast in August, starting. September, and then we'll have one after, once a month, and we'll just keep doing this, and I think it can go for a long time, and honor some more vets, which we should. Thank you, Nate.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you.